Alrighty, testing out the new video camera system I got set up here for the live stream. You're getting the first-hand taste of it that I'm going to try and put on YouTube, because some of these I want to record and whatnot. Some I won't, but pretty much the stream's going to basically be 24/7 now, running off of that MacBook, using some wireless cameras. I'll go into that in another video later. But as you see, this is the work area I have, and taking apart a compact notebook to replace a keyboard. I figure good time to show you basically how to do so. Most of the laptops, I shouldn't say most, each laptop's going to be a little bit different. This one's kind of like most of them, at least it's a little bit older ones, where you have to go through, remove screws on the bottom. In this case, 3 different spots. It's turning out pretty good on there. And then you'll probably have to remove some extra screws inside of the battery cover to be able to get the top cover to pop off. I do believe I have missed a screw here, which I'm going to go ahead and get out. And basically you have a, it's not really a top cover, but the button bezel. It's more of the appropriate term for it. I forgot those too. And what that does is, you got like the power button, the special buttons, sometimes for like launching the internet, wireless, sometimes those are at the top of the system. And what that little bezel does is it covers up some screw holes for the keyboard. Most of the keyboard is most of the time. Every once in a while you're going to have a system where you're not going to have to take apart or take out as many screws as I'm doing right now, just to be able to access the thing. Sometimes you just go through, you take out the couple screws on the bottom that's holding in the keyboard, and you can flip it open and push 2 little pins in, or 3 in some cases, and the keyboard will just basically pop out. And the tool you'll want to have is, a black stick or a non-marking pry tool. And there's really no easier way to do this but to try and get in there and pop it open by getting in between the gap. There we go. And that's why you want to use a non-marking tool. The black stick is plastic, which means if you were to go through and use a screwdriver, metal screwdriver, it's going to chip any of the plastics, and then you're going to basically dings in it, cracks, and it's not pretty, and your customers going to complain to you because you scratched up their lovely laptop. Haven't really had anyone actually complain. It has unfortunately happened. There's sometimes cases you just have to use a metal one if you want to or not, but unfortunately I haven't had anyone actually say something in regards to that. Is there another screw on this side that I missed? Oh, hot dang it! Yes. I'm tired of these screws. This thing has so many bloody screws. Yeah, as soon as I start work on this one screw, it starts coming off. That's why you should always double check your screws. Don't fall on the floor. Don't fall. Don't fall on the floor. Okay. And what you may or may not be able to see, because I was working just pry alongside, and little bezel, button bezel, that's what this is. It'll just pop on up. Now this guy, if I remember right, I don't have much slack because there's additional cables that connect it. So I'm just going to kind of tilt it up here and confirm my theory that yes, there is a cable right there, so I don't have much slack. What I'm going to have to do is kind of just tilt up a little bit, and then I should be able to get to the keyboard by just pulling up on it just a little bit. There we go. And then the keyboard, just slides up, out like that. And then what I like to do is I just flip the keyboard over. Again, that's pretty good for holding the laptop at the same time. And then you have the ribbon cable right there. Not going to be able to show you on the camera here because it's not quite that clear. But there's usually two different types of connectors on the motherboard for the keyboard. There's the zero force connectors, and I'm not sure what they call the other one, but they actually are called flip-top connectors, where the top basically just flips up and that's it. Flip it up, you slide the connector out, or it just comes out. And with the zero force connectors, there's two tabs on each side. You have to slide them out of the way, and then the ribbon cable, which you're probably not going to see in this too well. Let's see what's kind of above my fingers there, that tiny little thing. That's the ribbon cable. Be very, very careful with the ribbon cable. It's a lot more delicate than you might think. So, this guy, for some reason, they put a bend into it. So you should always check the orientation of your cables before you put them in. But the quote-unquote zero force connectors, like I was saying, those are the ones with the two tabs on each side. Goes on the same way. That's what this guy has. What I like to do is, if you can, usually popping these guys off can be a pain on some systems, is to try and power it up without having to put everything back on. Save yourself some hassle. So there's the battery. And then once you do that, it's just a matter of come on, get it. You want to make me look. That's pretty simple. Starting up. And then, just open up Notepad and type away, make sure you test some characters from each row, everything, make sure the keys are sticking, anything like that. It's pretty straightforward. Screws go back in, and that's it. Your keyboard is replaced, reassembled, and everything's working good. Video went a little bit longer than I wanted, but do let me know if this quality of video is good for you. Is it a little too fuzzy, too blurry? A picture of a cat for a wallpaper. Very small cat, but big picture really up close. Rather annoying. Yeah, that's enough of it. But yeah, just go through and test everything out. Let me know what you think about the quality video. And as you can see down there at the bottom, a new address for jumping right to the live stream. That may take a day to show up in the DNS and everything, but you should go through. You should be able to type in. It should work. So feel free to stop on by and check us out. 24 hours a day to knock that TV. I'll see you later.